We were all eagerly waiting for answers about Yuji's domain, but the latest chapter has only deepened the mystery. There's still uncertainty about whether this is Yuji's domain, or if, as some fans speculate, both he and Sukuna might be dead. And why has Sukuna taken on the form he had inside Yuji's body? Yuji's threat to Sukuna raises questions too. Does he really have a way to kill Sukuna whenever he wants? Let's break down these questions and explore the possibilities. First off, are Yuji and Sukuna actually dead? While it's an intriguing idea, it doesn't hold up under scrutiny. If they were truly dead, Yuji's threat to kill Sukuna wouldn't make much sense. Dead people can't threaten each other. The whole notion of one dead person threatening another is inherently flawed. Similarly, Sukuna's threat to destroy all of Yuji's loved ones would be meaningless if they were both dead. These threats rely on the idea that there's still something to lose, which doesn't fit with the idea of them being dead. Looking at their conversation, it's clear they're actively engaged in a dynamic exchange, not a resigned farewell. Yuji is making bold threats, and Sukuna is responding with defiance. This interaction suggests they are very much alive. If they were dead, their interaction would likely be more reflective or resigned, not confrontational. It's safe to say they're likely alive, but in a different state or location. Certainly not dead. But where exactly are they? Could they be in Yuji's domain? This theory has its own issues. When asked if they were in his domain, Yuji admitted he didn't know. This detail is crucial. Yuji's uncertainty about the domain suggests they might not be in a typical domain. Since Sukuna is an experienced sorcerer, he would have noticed if they were in a domain. His lack of recognition supports the idea that they might be somewhere else entirely. Domains usually have clear rules and structures, but neither Yuji nor Sukuna seems to see their surroundings that way. Here's what I think. Yuji and Sukuna might be connected on a soul level. This connection could involve Yuji sharing his memories and having a deep conversation with Sukuna. Yuji has previously had these kinds of soul connections with characters like Todo and Choso, creating shared experiences. It seems like a recurring theme in Yuji's interactions with others. It looks like Yuji is using this connection to revisit his childhood memories and share his life experiences with Sukuna. This could be an attempt to evoke human emotions and create a sense of compassion in Sukuna. In the chapter, Yuji takes Sukuna on a journey through his past. They visit places from Yuji's childhood and engage in various activities. Yuji explains details of his life, hoping to make Sukuna understand the value of life and the depth of human emotions. This effort might be Yuji's way of appealing to Sukuna's humanity, or what's left of it. However, Sukuna quickly figures out Yuji's plan. He realizes that Yuji is trying to make him feel human emotions, and this only annoys him more. Sukuna's irritation peaks when he promises to destroy everything Yuji loves right in front of him. This vow highlights the tension between them. While they understand each other's motives and emotions to some extent, they are far from reaching any agreement or reconciliation. Sukuna's threat is a direct reaction to Yuji's attempts to evoke compassion, showing that Sukuna remains stubborn and detached from the emotional appeal. Speaking of Sukuna, why isn't he in his Heian-era form? There are a couple of theories here. One possibility is that Yuji might have chosen this form for Sukuna during their soul connection, trying to create some sort of bond or understanding between them. However, it's clear that this attempt didn't succeed, given Sukuna's irritation and ongoing hostility. Another theory is that this form could be Sukuna's true form. Yuji resembles his father, who is Sukuna's twin. This form might represent what Sukuna would have looked like if he hadn't devoured his twin. Yuji has always had the ability to perceive people as they truly are, even if he's not fully aware of this ability. It's possible that Yuji's perception of Sukuna's most human form reflects this inherent ability. As for Yuji's threat to Sukuna, what's behind it? Yuji confidently states he can finish Sukuna off and demands Sukuna leave Megumi and return to his own body. What gives Yuji such confidence? It's likely tied to a technique involving his soul dismantle, but not the conventional one we know. If Yuji's domain is active while Sukuna's isn't, Yuji could use his soul dismantle within the domain to separate Sukuna's soul from Megumi's, potentially ending Sukuna's reign of terror for good. But there's another possibility. What if Yuji is bluffing? Maybe he's trying to lure Sukuna back into his body with the threat, planning to sacrifice himself to ensure Sukuna's destruction. If Sukuna returns to Yuji's body in his weakened state, he might not be able to control it. Yuji could then end his own life, taking Sukuna down with him. This would introduce a dramatic twist and highlight the high stakes of their confrontation. We'll have to wait for future chapters to see how these theories play out and what new revelations emerge. In the meantime, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Your thoughts and theories are always welcome. See you next time on Anime Hunter.